I have the privilege of introducing a fighter, somebody who has stood toe-to-toe with members of Congress at the highest levels, even White House staff, to protect immigrant rights. Without United We Dream, we would not have progress like we've had over the past decade. We would not have programs that protect undocumented young people from deportation. I have the privilege of introducing a fighter and a good friend and a good person. So let's give it up for Greisa Martinez. United We Dream.
How you doing, San Diego? I always wanted to do that since I was little. I lived out my Selena experience. Thank you so much. My name is Greisa Martinez Rosas. I am the Advocacy Director for United We Dream. We are the largest immigrant youth-led network in the country. And I am undocumented and unafraid and here to stay. You know, so a couple of like it was right after the election. Tom called me. He's like, "Hey, like, there's gonna be this fundraiser in San Diego. Can you come?" And I was like, "Sure, I guess." But when like he told me about like the work that Raise Up has been doing, the calling that people have felt about to ensure that people were able to come into their own and own this moment, I have to tell you that seeing all of your faces here as an undocumented woman of color, I don't feel alone. Who remembers where they were on election night? Raise your hand. Yeah, some of us might be drinking tequila, so it might be a little bit hazy. I know that. So I was at the United We Dream offices in Washington, D.C., and I was surrounded by immigrant women, like people like my mother and immigrant men. And we thought that the results were going to be way different. Who thought that too? Yeah, right. We were all planning about how we were going to hold Hillary Clinton accountable to shutting down detention centers and blah, blah. But the story was way different. And I remember there was this one moment right before Michigan was called that I knew what was happening. And I remember the faces of the mothers and the fathers that were there and just the pure terror that it was in their faces. I remember not knowing what to say to them. The only thing I could muster up is like bringing them together just like we're doing here to be able to process the moment. And I was preparing myself for people to say like, oh, I'm going to go back to Mexico. I'm going to go back to my home country. Like, oh, I can't do this. That's what I was bracing myself for. And what I got was like immigrant women saying, I'm going to pray for this country. I'm going to continue to fight. And one of them said, why don't we go to the White House right now? And so you have never seen like 40, 50-year-old women like run that fast towards a banner. And they got their banner. It said, Trump is a racist, no miss words. And they chanted down to the street, to the White House, and they said, undocumented, unafraid, here and unashamed. And to tell you, like just what I felt at that moment was just pride. And then in that moment of choice for them, they could have fled. We would have all understood if they decided to go back home that day, right? This man has spent more than a year attacking us as women. He has spent more than a year threatening to take me and my mother back into the shadows. He has said that he's going to send agents into my home in the middle of the night, armed with guns, and he's going to say, Greisa, you're out of here. That's what we've been hearing. But at that moment, these women chose to fight. And I know that like in this moment, I've heard from Rose and Leslie and Tom and Lucas, the folks that are building up Raise Up, and they have made the same choice. Not to fight, not to flee, not to get bogged down by the politics that are in this moment, but to fight. And then all of you made that choice today. You could have been chilling, watching Netflix, or doing other stuff. But you decided to show up. And with that, I'm going to say, brothers and sisters, welcome into the movement. For those of you that haven't been engaged before, I'm going to teach you a little bit something, like, as an organizer. So what we do in like marches or whatever, we raise up our left fist. Raise them up. And this is a moment of choice for you. You showed up in this bar today, maybe thinking you're going to get a little bit of drinks and meet some cool people. But at this moment, we're asking more of you. We're asking you to stand side by me and my mother. We're asking you to have the courage that those women had on election day and show up. We're asking you to use your resources and the things that you have done. And so if you're ready to make that choice and that commitment to raise up, to United We Dream, to the immigrant women that are in your family, repeat after me. I believe. I believe that. I believe that we. I believe that we will win. 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 Brothers and sisters, let me tell you, there are going to be moments in the next 4 to 8 years where we're going to be terrified. Hey, I didn't think that he was going to win. We didn't think that he was going to win, so we need to put our mind to that and plan for the worst. There are going to be moments in the next 4 or 8 years that we're going to be scared shitless. That this man is going to put in even more into action the hateful, racist, homophobic things that he has in his heart. Make no mistake that moment will come for all of us. And in that moment, I want you to remember this room. Look at the people around you. These are all the people that committed just with you to stand up and be strong. Black people, Muslim people, queer people, women, all of you will need to know that you have our back. All of us will need to know that you're going to stand beside us. And when I go back to Texas or to DC or the places that United We Dream is a part of, I'm going to tell them about what's happening here in San Diego. And I'm going to say that in this town, men and women have decided to stand up and say no to hate. And so, brothers and sisters, all I have to say is that I'm happy to be throwing down with you in this moment. I am excited to see you down in the streets, to see you down in your communities and holding politicians accountable. Because let's be clear, the Democratic Party has failed us. The Republican Party has failed us. What we owe ourselves to right now is our families. I think it was ready to go down to the street, so I just got a little excited. But I know that you and I will hold them accountable. I know that you will raise money, you will volunteer, you will be part of Raise Up, because I know that you have my back. So let's try one last chant in your education as organizers. And this is a quote from a Black feminist woman. And her name is Assata Shakur. Oh, I see some people. Just repeat after me. It is our duty to fight. It is our duty to fight. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have nothing to lose but our chains. It is our duty to fight. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and protect each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. you all. Thank you so much.